Okay, so here we are on the second mechanical fight, the Pleasure Gardens. Now this one, there are 6 royal beasts wandering around the garden, protecting their flowers. There are 8 flowers on the ground. We named them left 1, left 2, left 3, left middle, right 1, right 2, right 3, right middle. So we all know what we was talking about when we was calling out flowers. Now, there are 6 royal beasts. Now, when it comes to the damage phase, each of those beasts will run to a specific designated flower for them. There are 8 flowers, but only 6 of them are designated flowers. So the first thing you need to work out is which of the 6 flowers are the flowers that the beasts run to in the damage phase. You don't want to start damaging the beasts while they're running around, because you'll be chasing them like headless chickens. You need to be at their flower, so they come to you in the damage phase. Now, the 4 people of the spores are running around on the ground, as you can see, nice and simple. They have to stick together to get the buff. The person above with the crystal on the left hand side on this case, sorry, they will be up there looking down, guiding us around to the flowers that are ready to be pollinated. So we move as a team to that flower. As soon as we're at the flower, the player with the crystal will beam down, shoot down at the flower, giving us the buff. As long as we're together, like I said, we will get the maximum out of it, which is times 12 per flower. There's a bit of confusion here. As I run around, we see the mob. I thought we was going to right 3, but it was left 3. But the 3 on the left did get their buff. I still got some of the buff, but just not all of it. So it went to times 31 instead of times 36. But we decided that was enough to go ahead and do the first damage phase. Now in the future, I think we will probably go for more flowers before running to our designated war beasts or royal beasts, and try and just do this in one phase, which is doable as long as everyone's got the right weapons equipped. You've got your supers, you've got a grenade, you could probably use a merciless. See, there's my designated flower. My one was left middle. So the dog come to me as soon as we were ready. We started the damage sequence. This is the best way to do it. This is why I think it's best to try and do it in one phase with the maximum flowers if you can in the future. The dogs will come to you. Now I've got it down to what? A third of its health there on my own. So if the damage was times 48 or times 60, that dog would have been dead in one phase. No doubt about it. The time gets shorter each phase that goes by, due to the fact that dogs become more agitated, that, you know, they know we're there. And I believe one of the dogs did go down. So once one of the dogs go down as well, your time limit does drop. So you could even work it out so you just take every dog down to low health, and then on the next phase you'll still get maximum time, or you can try and smash it out, maximum spores, maximum in power, and take the dogs down in one hit. This was actually quite a frustrating mechanic to begin with, because you're running around blind when you first come here. You're not sure where all the flowers are. You're trying to work it all out. It's quite simple to see when you're above, because it looks simple enough. They're just looking down. Yeah, there's one there. There's one there. But once you're down here, as you can see, it's very misty. Lots of growth around you. It can get frustrating. But once you know your way around, again, this does become quite a simple mechanic. Because someone got caught there, that's a good way of saying how not to do it. Because someone got caught, we had to chase the royal beasts around, which meant our DPS was affected. It's always best to be at the flowers, the designated flowers, so the royal beast comes to you and you get maximum DPS from that phase. That's the best way to put it, really, to be fair. I have seen a video of 4 people doing this. That's how simple the fight can be. As long as you have people that know what they're doing, it really is, or can be, a quick, simple phase in the Pleasure Gardens. Now, one thing I haven't mentioned, which you can't see from the players on the ground, is every time a flower is pollinated down on the ground, there will be a yellow barred mob appear up the top, which the people with the crystals have to take care of. Okay, they have to take care of that one with the crystal. We can't damage it. We run around with spores on our hand. So that's something people upstairs with the crystals have to keep a very sharp eye on. Every time a flower is pollinated, you will get a mob come out of one of the doors at the top. They have to be taken care of by the people with the crystals. If they slack, they can kill the people upstairs on the platforms, on the pillars, or they can even just run into the four down on the ground and start smashing them about, which you don't want either. So the people upstairs have more to do than just find flowers and zap flowers. They do have to take care of those ads as well. If they don't, well, give them a kick up the backside, because it's their job. No excuses. Again, from some of the other videos I've seen since we've done this, the people upstairs with the crystals should know exactly where the mobs are coming from. It becomes like a sequence. They know as soon as a certain flower is pollinated, they know where to expect the mob to come from. Now, this wasn't the best fight for us. 3 phases, 4 phases. But again, like, now that we know the fight, this was on day 1. Once you know the fight, you're going to smash through it, no doubt.